Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Final Blitzkrieg. So this is of course a combat mission game, and I'm no longer playing the demo. I have the full version. It's been a while since I played any combat missions, so I thought I would get around to it. And hopefully I've installed a mod that should work, it's a UI mod, so we should have a nice looking mod. Right, so we are playing a campaign. We are playing the Kampfgruppe Peiper. As the Allies encroach on the borders of the Reich, a desperate plan has been concocted in secret. One final offensive in the west to drive the Allies from the war, codenamed Watch on Rhine. This surprise offensive has goal of slicing through the Allied lines and driving straight for Antwerp. If the operation is successful, the British 21st Army Group and the American 9th Army Group will be cut off from supply. Thus, ensuing military disaster will hopefully cause the Allies to negotiate peace with Germany, leaving the military free to deal with the Soviet Union. Summoned and briefed mere days before the operation is scheduled to begin, most of your fellow commanders regard the plan as wildly unrealistic, but nevertheless the only hope left for salvaging the war in the West. This operation will be an all-or-nothing gamble. We will attempt to repeat our triumph in 1940 and throw the Allies back into the sea. The attack will take place at the Ardennes, Belgium, full of forested hills, narrow winding roads, steep river valleys. Right, this region is inhospitable to an armoured breakthrough. The perfect location for a surprise offensive. Right, Interesting. The main attack on the north flank of the offensive will be carried out by the 6th Panzer Army, consisting of the 1st SS Panzer Corps, the 2nd SS Panzer Corps, this call. The 6th Panzer Army is a powerful force of Panzergrenadier, Volksgrenadier, and Fallschirmjäger divisions. After the initial breakthrough on the 16th of December, selected battle groups Kampfgruppe will drive for the sea with all due haste. You command one of these special formations, the most powerful single force in the operation, nicknamed Kampfgruppe Peiper. Right, Kampfgruppe Peiper must reach the Meuse at all costs. The river is an important river running north to south across France, and is the main terrain obstacle to reaching Antwerp. Okay. Right, so we have quite a few forces here. Okay. Fire support, 105mm, 155s, and 150s. That's pretty nice. That's interesting. Right, enemy forces. The main enemy force in our path is the American 30th Infantry Division, consisting of the 117th, 119th, and the 120th Regiments. The heaviest direct fire weapons possessed by an American Infantry Division is a weak 57mm anti-tank gun, but American Infantry Divisions typically have access to the crushing amounts of artillery. Operational speed will be key in avoiding their firepower. The American infantry are also aided by the fact that the terrain we are moving through is prime infantry defensive terrain. One well-placed anti-tank could hold up an entire Kampfgruppe for hours. Bloody hell. There are also some armoured infantry units operating in the area, but intelligence has not made a positive identification. These units will be similar to regular infantry, except they will be supported by half-tracks and self-propelled artillery. Right, so probably priests and stuff like that. Independent tank battalions are going to a Sherman, Sherman tanks, tank destroyer battalions. Oh, Toad and the M10s. The M36, right, okay. Anti-aircraft. Okay. Kampfgruppe Peiper is assembled at the forest. Okay, after the initial bombardment, infantry from the 12th Volksgrenadier and the 3rd Fallschirmjäger divisions will punch a hole through the American defences at Losheim at Lazareth, allowing Kampfgruppe Peiper, Niedersteinstieg, Hansen to run straight for the river. Okay. Our fuel reserves are low. Right. Good luck, Commander. You will need it. Okay. Breach the defences and basically push on. We'll see how we get on then. Okay, here we go. Tactical map. Okay, so we have the crossroads here. It seems as though there is a hill here. I think we can tell that by the shading. Small little house there by the stream. Marshland over here. Huntsfield. So we start in another village or town. Okay, so from the looks, it looks like there's a little depression here. Indeed, it seems like this is a depression about here. Okay. 81mm mortars are available. Let's take a look at what we start with. Oh, it's a night mission. Okay, that's interesting. That's going to make things difficult. Whoops. Hotkeys. I always forget the hotkeys. Night brightness is Alt B. Alt M. No, that's movie. Yes, Alt B. Okay. Much better. Can actually see what we're doing now. Okay. Ah, yes, we do have the new UI mod. Fantastic. I'll have to put that in the description. Right. Well, it's a very small battlefield, but they weren't kidding when they said it was prime infantry terrain. That's a definite stream. I kind of expected it to be larger, but I guess they weren't kidding. Rail tracks over here. This is very open terrain. To a certain extent, however. To a certain extent. Right, we have a lot of armoured forces here. And we're basically all mechanised or armoured. Fantastic. That's going to make things a lot easier. Right. So we have 2 panzers. Not the best. I would have liked more, to be honest, but we'll make do. Basically going to have to use these panzers in a supportive role here. Open up. Open up. There we go. Right. Were these Panzer Grenadiers? Panzerfaust. These are our mortars. I should get them set up. It really does not matter where I deploy them. As long as they're deployed, I can use them later. I'll have them at the rear over here. At least that out of the way. Spread them out a little bit, actually. Right, you can go there. You can go there. Have you deployed that weapon? Okay. So now deployed. That's good. We'll get their ammunition. These half-tracks could be very useful in the future. I'm gonna need this HQ to spot for them. Bloody hell, that's a lot of Panzerfaust. So in fact, what I might do then is have these 2 half-tracks over here for another purpose. Right, that's a nice half-track, 20mm weapon bar. Acquire. Yes, so they have 81mm. Oh, these are rounds, aren't they? Okay. Right. Right, I'm gonna grab these rounds then. Can't acquire any more, but that's fine. We're going to need the HE anyway, but 100 and that's a lot of rounds. 96, okay. Still some HE and smoke in there. We'll make sure we get our guys in there. Might as well have them to acquire everything we can. And okay, fine. Smoke would be useful, but it's not the most vital thing at the moment. And we do have enough smoke for probably what we need. Okay. Get you in there. There we go. Right. So we're going to attach you to another force. But these 2 half-tracks over here I can keep in reserve. And we can have them ready to ferry troops if we need Or if we lose anything, we can have them replace. They don't have any weapons on, however. But still, they will do. Right, these are the guys that we want to be moving up. Okay. This is not nice. How long do we have? 45 minutes, okay. Not that long then. I would have said if I had a little while longer, set up some formations of infantry to scout ahead, but it doesn't seem like we'll have that luxury. So, with that being the case, we need to probably move from different angles. Well, let's assess the crossroads. So, they have the buildings over here. What I probably want to do is have the panzers open fire on those buildings in time. I wouldn't be surprised if they would have a AT weapon up here. It's perfect ground. In fact, what we probably should do is have our forces swing around to that way. Okay. Now, I do have to reiterate the fact that this is the first time I have played this mission, so if we fail horribly, it's completely and utterly my fault. Indeed. Right. Can we have these vehicles open up? Okay, so these are armed with the MGs. Yep, MG42. 42. 42. Lovely. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to have you deploy there. Camera's moving a little bit fast. Okay. Okay, we'll see how they get on with that. No. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this mortar section. Is this the mortars? Right, you command those. Yes, okay, there we go. So I can have you attached over here. Ideally inside the vehicle. Okay, I can't. Right, we'll take this then. Okay, open up. Right, there we go. Okay, so you're in command of the entire formation. Right, pioneers. Pioneers, eyes and ears. Okay. Now, actually, the single pioneer section... got a HQ, actually. Oh. What do we have in here? Ah. I see. Righto. We'll have them ready to follow up soon. Right, more pioneers. I think we'll see what's going on and then we'll take it from there. Okay, that off to a fast start. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to establish a presence on both of these flanks before I move up the centre. They're getting slowed down by these bloody fencers, which is always the case. They're having a much better time with it. Okay. The 20mm guns on these babies will be very nice. Very bloody nice. Okay. Oops. So now what we will do is have our group form up over there. These tanks will move out. And be watchful. I intend to keep the Panzers quite far behind that line if possible. I'd rather them put their KWK 75s to good use from a distance. Let's take a good old sip of tea. Okay. I imagine the first instance of us finding out where the American AT weapons are is when they open fire. So we better be ready. I didn't quite want you to go there, but I don't like that. I'm gonna have them reverse down that slope if they live. I'm going to have infantry disembark, actually. Well, have them... The marshes don't really provide much cover. Ah, actually. This is very fortunate. Okay. In fact, I really do not trust that. Oops. fact. You can hold your position here. Need to be ready. Over here. Oh my, we have MP44s. Nice. Do we have any STGs? They do look like STGs, but I guess they're called MP44s. Interesting. I do love the look of those. They look great. Okay. Now I'm going to give them an assault order, and have this vehicle pause for about 20 seconds. Then I want you to slowly back up those infantrymen. But before that, I'd rather have the infantry get out. They're at a much lower risk that way. Right, there we go. Now, how successful this will be, I have no idea, but we'll have to find out. Ah, I see. Okay. I was hoping the men would disembark, actually, but I see, I don't see them doing that on that. So let's take a look at what it actually is like. Yeah, quite dark. Now this is going to help us quite a lot if we move over the infantry. I can't wait to see traces blazing up the night. And drive. Oh. Right, there we go, landmarks. Okay, done. Now I've put this back on, just make it easy to watch on YouTube. I know YouTube's kind of weird like that. I want these half-tracks to support the infantry. Okay. Cancel those orders. Oh, I need to have an option on so I can always see, like, movement paths. That'd be good. I'll have to do that one later. Okay. We'll carry on. I'm going to treat these buildings as suspicious until I know they're clear. So until I know they're clear, they are in fact a threat and should be treated like such. I am surprised to see that there's been no sightings of Americans, no possible sightings of indications of anything so far. Now, usually that bodes ill, but we have a nice position here, I'm quite proud of this. We'll have this group advance over here. I mean, these fences provide absolutely no cover. So yes, I mean, what I might possibly do is, in fact, let's see, we could test this. Yes, right, okay. So what I could possibly do in the future is have my infantry ride on top of the tanks themselves. And in that way... Right, I don't like them being so close. Yes, and in that way, we could have some armor for our infantry. They probably would get mowed down by machine gun fire without much trouble. It all depends really on that position of the vehicle. But, hey, they'd have some direct firepower right there whenever they needed it. Plus, it gives some sight to the tanks that could help out. Okay, not long left of the episode, so we'll take it from here. And, yes, I'd love to know if you guys would like to see more. So if you guys want to comment down in the, little box down there and let me know. Okay, moving up our vehicles here. But that's a black campaign. I'm not entirely sure if everything carries on, so if we lose units, they will not be present later. I'd rather not test it, so I'm going to try and lose as many, as few men as possible, not many men as possible. Right, what I might do, actually, is, in fact, fire off some mortars here. Have some mortars fired off so I can cover this open ground, possibly over here as well. But the way I'm going to do it with the mortars, with the smoke, is smoke up these buildings here. And before the smoke rounds hit, I'll fire off a few shells from the panzers to weaken whatever's there. But until next time, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, do subscribe. Goodbye for now.